That knot in your stomach when you think about leaving your job isn't about loyalty. It's the physical alarm system for a behavioral program you didn't know was running. Many feel this low-grade dread, the constant anxiety humming beneath the surface of the work week. It's a persistent signal, a pressure in your chest when the manager schedules a quick sync, or a tightening in your jaw scrolling through job boards. Your body is reacting to a threat that your conscious mind struggles to name. This isn't just stress. It's a deeply embedded neurological response. Your nervous system is under specific, targeted pressure, but the mechanism behind it has been deliberately obscured. You're feeling the effects of something working on you, not with you. And it's critical to identify the operator before it becomes irreversible. The crucial question is not why you feel this dread, but what specifically is triggering it. What triggers this specific dread isn't some abstract fear of the unknown. It's often the tangible, seemingly benevolent structures in your life that hold the most potent leverage. You've been conditioned to view certain corporate offerings, particularly health insurance, as essential benefits, a safety net, a sign of care. But what if this perceived benefit is actually the primary control lever in a highly sophisticated operant conditioning system? What if the very thing you believe protects you is designed to contain you? This isn't about blaming individuals, but exposing the architecture. The constant low-level dread is a direct response to a fundamental dependency, a system designed to ensure your continued micro-compliance. The deeper mechanism isn't about the cost of insurance, but how it's woven into your daily existence to maintain a specific outcome. The daily existence within the machine is where this mechanism truly takes hold. This system doesn't just provide medical coverage, it engineers a comprehensive dependency loop. Your access to critical physical and mental care, to specialists, to prescription drugs, it is explicitly tied to your employment status. This isn't a passive arrangement. It's an active negotiation where your biological need for survival and security is leveraged directly against your autonomy. The threat of losing healthcare, or even just the stability of accessing it, creates a powerful, unseen pressure. It transforms a basic human right into a corporate privilege, a daily reminder that your physical well-being is contingent upon your continued participation in the extraction loop. This subtle but relentless pressure dictates more than just your medical choices. It dictates your professional actions, shaping your very behavior. This pressure from the extraction loop is not an abstract concept. It manifests in every interaction. Consider the routine performance review. What appears to be an assessment of your work is often a reinforcement of this behavioral program. Each mandated meeting, every new project, every task assigned. These are not merely items on a to-do list. They are micro-data points of micro-compliance. The implicit threat of instability, of losing your benefit, and thus your access to essential care, ensures adherence. Your manager doesn't need to explicitly mention your health insurance to exert control. The mere presence of the grind and the embedded dependency does the work for it. You become conditioned to respond, to perform, to stay quiet, all to maintain the illusion of security. This manufactured security forces a constant psychological battle, leading to rationalizations that keep you trapped. The psychological battle intensifies as the truth of this system clashes with your perception. This isn't an accidental side effect of capitalism. This is systemic exploitation, engineered with precision to generate cognitive dissonance. You are forced to rationalize staying in a role that drains your energy, compromises your nervous system, and hollows out your purpose. The internal conflict, the sense that this can't be right, yet the inability to leave, creates a loop of self-gaslighting. You tell yourself it's temporary, that you're building towards something, that you need these benefits. Here's the head fake. Most people believe this trap is purely financial, the direct cost of health insurance. But the real leverage isn't the premium. It's the process of losing, then scrambling for essential medical care that instills the deeper terror. It's the engineered chaos, not just the checkbook hit, that keeps you compliant. This engineered chaos deliberately inflates the perceived cost of genuine freedom to an existential threat. The true cost of leaving isn't measured in dollars alone. The machine meticulously inflates the perceived cost of freedom from the grind to feel like the cost of dying. This isn't hyperbole. For many, losing their corporate health insurance means confronting a genuine fear of medical vulnerability, unmanageable debt, or the inability to access life-saving treatments. This fear is a potent control mechanism, a silent alarm that rings whenever thoughts of independence surface. It's designed to make the discomfort of staying feel less risky than the unknown of leaving. The psychological architecture ensures that escaping the machine doesn't just feel like a career change, but an act of profound self-sabotage, an abandonment of your fundamental need. This continuous pressure reinforces a core belief that your physical well-being is inseparable from your employment, making any exit seem impossible. The embedded belief that your well-being is tied to the machine is the core of your containment protocol. This isn't an organic phenomenon. It's a strategically installed behavioral program. From early career entry, the benefits package is presented not as a competitive offering, but as a lifeline, cementing a dependency before you even fully understand its implications. Every performance review, every promotion ladder, every mandated team-building exercise serves to normalize this conditional existence. Constant low-level dread is a direct consequence of your nervous system recognizing this threat, even if your mind is still processing the gaslighting that says, "This is just how it is." Your discomfort is not a bug. It's a feature, a persistent reminder of the lever they hold. Recognizing this specific lever, understanding that your well-being has been intentionally decoupled from your autonomy, is the first step towards reclaiming control. The initial step to reclaim control is to acknowledge the true nature of this dependency. It's not about instantly walking away. It's about a tactical re-architecture of your personal operating system, starting with the very mechanism holding your nervous system hostage. The immediate countermeasure involves identifying and beginning to build redundant systems for your essential needs. This means actively researching alternative health insurance options, understanding direct primary care models, and exploring cash pay medical services in your area. This isn't about finding a direct replacement for your corporate plan. It's about dismantling the perception of absolute dependency, neutralizing the primary control mechanism by proving to your own nervous system that the machine is not your only source of survival. This shift in perception opens the door to strategic action, transforming an abstract fear into concrete steps. Your tactical re-architecture starts by understanding that the perceived cost of freedom is a deliberate illusion. By building these redundant systems, even if small at first, you are not just creating backup plans. You are systematically removing the external levers that maintain your micro-compliance. You are reclaiming sovereignty over your physical security, decoupling it from the extraction loop. This is about identifying the precise points of vulnerability the machine exploits and shoring them up one by one. You no longer have to tolerate systemic exploitation when your core needs are secured outside their influence. This is not about quitting in anger. It's about systematically disarming the behavioral program that keeps you contained. The power dynamic shifts the moment you understand where your true leverage lies. How do you identify which specific levers are active in your situation? And what are the immediate, actionable steps to dismantle them? This systematic removal of external levers extends beyond mere contingency planning. Each mandated meeting, every routine task, and especially the annual performance review, serves a deeper function. These are not benign HR processes. They are meticulously designed pressure points, reinforcing the behavioral program of micro-compliance. Your manager, wittingly or not, becomes an operator in this system, subtly compelling adherence through the implicit threat of instability. The very structures meant to evaluate your contribution are actually mechanisms to tighten the grip, ensuring your nervous system remains tethered to the machine's ongoing extraction loop. This implicit threat isn't always overt. It's a low-frequency hum of anxiety, a constant calculation of risk. This is the systemic exploitation, manifesting as internal pressure. You feel the burnout, the exhaustion, yet you find yourself rationalizing continued engagement. This internal conflict, the clash between what you know is happening to your body and what you tell yourself to stay, is classic cognitive dissonance. It's the machine's most effective psychological weapon, making you believe your best option is to keep feeding the extraction loop, even as it drains you. The system depends on your self-conviction. The perceived cost of freedom from the grind is deliberately engineered to feel like the cost of dying. This isn't hyperbole. It's a direct consequence of tying your physical well-being to your employment. Health insurance, masquerading as a benevolent benefit, is a primary containment protocol. It transforms a fundamental biological need, survival, into a leverage point. The fear of medical vulnerability, the prohibitive cost of care outside the corporate umbrella, maintains your containment within the machine. Your nervous system is held hostage, compelling further microcompliance. Understanding this mechanism is the initial step towards disarming it. The countermeasure is not a blind exit, but a tactical re-architecture of your personal operating system. It requires recognizing that your physical well-being and essential needs can be decoupled from the machine's extraction loop. This process involves identifying and building redundant systems, thereby neutralizing the primary control mechanism. You must create parallel structures for your essential needs, diminishing the leverage the corporate operant conditioning holds over your nervous system. Your first tactical re-architecture involves financial redundancy. This is not about getting rich. It's about building an essential needs buffer outside the direct wage-to-survival chain. How much runway can you build to cover basic housing, food, and crucially, alternative healthcare options? This buffer immediately begins to neutralize the fear of instability and the psychological gaslighting that keeps you locked in. Each dollar saved and allocated to this survival fund diminishes the machine's power to enforce micro-compliance through the threat of destitution. It weakens the extraction loop at its core. Beyond finance, consider architectural redundancy for your skill set and support networks. The behavioral program taught you that your value is solely defined by your corporate role. This is a deliberate simplification to ensure your continued operant conditioning. The countermeasure involves cultivating skills that are transferable, building independent social capital, and identifying accessible, non-corporate healthcare pathways. Every new skill, every new connection outside the machine, every medical alternative researched, reduces the perceived cost of freedom and reclaims sovereignty over your nervous system. You entered this system conditioned to believe your well-being was inextricably linked to the machine's extraction loop. You are now armed with the understanding that this dependency is a meticulously constructed containment protocol, enforcing micro-compliance. The exhaustion you feel is not a personal failure. It is a signal of systemic exploitation. The path to sovereignty is not about breaking free with a dramatic gesture, but by systematically dismantling the mechanisms that hold your nervous system hostage. Begin building your redundant systems. The key is in your hands.